welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think you can tell that, wow, my energy is not here. But before we get into that, um, take a deep breath in and out. Again. Know that whatever you're feeling is valid. Whatever emotion you are feeling is valid. You matter. I matter. Focus on how you are feeling. Don't focus on anything else rather than yourself. Okay. Oh, I wanted to take this off. Give me a minute. Okay, got it. So welcome back, guys. It's been a while since we talked. Um, I had something else planned, but I'm still gonna do it. Don't worry about that. But yeah, welcome back. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are enjoying what I have been producing for you because I've been experimenting with different things. I've been experimenting with different ways of producing my content in a more original way, if that makes sense. In a more original way. And guys, I feel like a weight is on me, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Sorry. I feel a discomfort, but I feel fulfilled, if that makes sense. I, okay, I think I've mentioned this in the video so far that I was raped, and it happened 2 years ago. And on the 9th, it happened on the 9th. So it happened, so one of these days was its anniversary, and I didn't even notice until I was going out today. and and today was my day off, technically, because today is day it's a day off for black girls, technically. I saw this on Instagram. It's a day off for black girls, and I was like, okay, let me just go on a day off. Let me go do things that I've been wanting to do, but I've been putting off because of school, because of projects, because of work. And I was gonna go to the thrift store, but they were closed. So I went to restaurants that I wanted to try anyway. And I went on my way out to go wherever. I realized that, hey, it was its anniversary a few days ago, but I didn't even notice. I've been so preoccupied that I didn't even notice the milestones that have happened. And when the moment I realized this, I felt this weight on me, and I've been feeling this weight on me the whole day. As a result, I couldn't. Well, it's not that I didn't enjoy where I was, where I wanted to try out. It's just that there was a weight on me that I couldn't explain. And as much as I've grown from my trauma, there's still a weight that I carry and that I'm going to carry until I don't know when. It's gonna be a long time, but I just felt this discomfort that I couldn't explain to people. And people, like, one waiter was asking me if I'm okay. And honestly speaking, I couldn't explain to him how I was feeling because he'll never know how I am feeling, because I don't even know how I'm feeling. And I think that's okay. I think that's a part of healing. I think that's a part of growth. I don't know how I feel, but I know I'm going to be okay. And yesterday I was surrounded by beautiful people, crazy people, and people who understand what it's like to be a black woman, be a black woman in the creative space, be a black woman in the creative space in South Africa, and be a black woman in South Africa in the creative space who's also a Christian. And I've always wanted to tackle that topic because it's something on its own. When you mix religion into your identity, it becomes contradictive and it becomes so hard to explain to people, and you become judged by people. And it's worse if you're a black woman, honestly. But I don't want to talk about that because that's a topic on its own. And I don't know, guys. I mean, I do know, but I just, I feel like I'm healing, but I also feel like it's becoming more difficult. It's not as difficult as it was, but I know that someone said to me, in order to change, well, not in order to change, but in order for change, your 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 capacity to, okay, so your capacity to heal needs to increase a bit more because your challenges will also become a bit more challenging. And that is valid because as you increase the level of intensity and the level of difficulty will always increase as well. But it does get better. I don't want to lie to you and say it doesn't. And I've been someone who's trying to get closer to her faith, and it's becoming better. Yesterday I think yesterday I felt the weight because I felt overwhelmed, and I feel like I felt burnt out because when I was at school I did not want to be at school. Usually I have that, but I also have this thing to look forward to school because I like what I do. But I just genuinely didn't want to be in that space. I didn't want to be around my friends, around my peers, and I just went to go scream at a wall with my friends, and then I was fine afterwards. I was fine afterwards. And we went to go get boba, and then we came back and we slapped each other with tortillas, but that's another thing. That's another thing, but yeah. And I'm really grateful that I'm surrounded by people are that think the same as me, that have the same challenges as me, but don't have the same identity as me. They don't they really encourage me to be myself. I'm really grateful for that because if I was still in high school and I wanted to go scream at a wall, I would have been looked at weirdly. And that's another thing about being a creative. You are a weird person for doing weird things. But anyway, we're not there. And creatives are often the ones that are mocked and ridiculed, yet people often depend on creatives, otherwise the world would be gray and bland and boring. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. That's what I've been trying to say. It's okay to feel the weight that something has been on you, that trauma has been on you. It's okay. I feel it right now, and I don't want to cry, but I don't want to not feel the weight. Because if I don't acknowledge it, then everything I've been doing is for nothing. Every process of my healing has been for nothing, and that's not what I'm about. I'm also doing a presentation on my artworks, like on my artworks, and I've realized that recently, well, recently, most of, no, not recently, but excuse me, ever since it happened, my art has been reflecting my trauma from what happened. And at first, I felt a bit hesitant to talk about that, but my lecturer said it's okay, you can talk about it in general, you don't have to talk about your experiences, but I want to talk about my experiences. I want people to know. But I also have this contradicting thing of Am I just putting it out there to the world because I don't want to acknowledge it myself? Because I don't want to accept it myself? Because it happened again this year and I still have to deal with that trauma. Maybe that's why the universe and God and source haven't brought me my husband yet, or my first boyfriend yet. Maybe that's why, because I haven't dealt with my trauma yet. But there's so many things that are underlying each other, and the way I've been dealing with these situations hasn't been healthy. It really hasn't. I won't even lie to you guys. It has not been healthy. But I do believe that I'm trying. I do believe that I'm getting better. But it's just gonna take a long time. It's gonna it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. But my main point was that I'm not okay, but I'm still telling you guys that I'm not okay. I'm still communicating with you guys that I'm not okay. And I feel like you guys deserve to see me when I'm not okay. I know this is not my lowest, but I want you guys to know that I'm human too. I'm human. And I want you guys to see and to know my struggles. I think that's the point. I honestly just felt the need to pick up my camera and to tell you guys how I feel. Because I did try vlog today, but I really didn't want to. Today I told you it was a day off for Black girls, and I felt myself listening to myself more. Like in terms of what I'm wearing, I almost wore something I didn't want to wear because I wanted to be comfortable today. I kept saying my thoughts out loud because there are certain things that have been bothering me, especially with my friendships, especially with my male friendships. Because recently, listen, I've been in a situation, I'm going to talk about it more another time, but it was a situation of he felt comfortable to be around me, but the moment I felt comfortable, that's when he switches up. And it's a friendship, it's not even a relationship. And it felt as if he was uncomfortable with my comfortability, and it bothered me so much. Well, it still bothers me so much because now I'm a stranger to him, and he didn't bother to tell me what's wrong. But I'll dive deeper into that next time. But I think you understand the level of anger I one would have, especially in a friendship that you thought was safe and sacred. And for me as a person, I take a long time to be comfortable around my male friendships. If I see that you're not in it just to play the long game, you in it because you're my friend, you want to be my friend as a guy, then I'm like, I don't want to say an onion, but I begin to peel off my layers of protectiveness. And that's exactly what happened because I allowed this person in my space and I allowed this person to be around me. But now, when I reciprocate the energy that he's been giving me, that's when he gets uncomfortable with my level of comfortability. And I'm so mad. I think that's another thing, that's another weight that's on me because I'm so upset. It seems like whenever I reciprocate the comfort, or like when I start trusting, something always happens, and it's always men. And I've said this before, I don't think on this platform, I have every reason to hate men, to become gay, to become lesbian. Don't think I haven't thought about that, but I don't know why, but I have faith that I will be with someone. I'll be with a man, and I am not gay, I'm not lesbian, but I have every reason to be, but I'm not. Excuse me, I'm not. And I don't think I ever will. But I always choose to understand men and to understand where they come from. We're gonna get to that, but I always choose to understand who they are because I do believe that they have feelings. But it always seems like it's at my expense. as a person, as a human, as a woman, as a black woman, as a creative. It always seems like whenever I build a relationship with a man, there always has to be an expense or a price to pay for me, and it's never attainable. It's never consistent. I always have to constantly make space, or they take up space, and then when I reciprocate, that's when they choose to extract themselves from the relationship. And it hasn't just been now, it also has been through high school, and I don't even know why. Because I my love language is loving you the same way that I expect you to love me. And no, that's bad, but I want to show you that you are human regardless of what gender you are. I like you as a friend just as much as I like you, just as much as I like my female friends. Just I give you the same amount of attention as I do with my female friends. And that has often ended badly. And I do often create boundaries, but do they work? No. Honestly, I might just be venting to you guys right now, but it's good, right? It's good. I need to breathe. Otherwise, I'll cry. But my love, make better decisions than me. Focus on yourself. I know that's like focus on yourself or what, but focus on your mental health. Focus on bettering yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to that inner voice that you always have. If you're religious, build your faith. If you believe in the universe, what you put out will always come back to you. And guys, I hope you guys have a lovely day. And thank you for being a part of my channel and for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go sleep because I don't know. I'm gonna eat. I bought a donut. Do you want me to show you? Yeah, I bought a donut, and I went to Crave Burger. Crave Burger is like this American restaurant, South Africa. And I bought a donut that I'm gonna eat later, but I'm gonna eat a burger now. It's one of the restaurants that I went to. It's like a small burger. It's like a small burger. It's a small donut. It has everything a small has, but it's a donut. So yeah. But I'm gonna have the burger first. But yeah, man. I love how I just transitioned. Bye guys. Please come back soon, because yeah, I'm gonna dive into other topics next week. But oh, and also send me dilemmas in under the comments section, or anything you want me to guide, or anything you want me to talk about. But also those dilemmas, damn. I remember that I received some like a while ago, like a long time ago, but I forgot to go into the when you become busy, you forget. I'm so sorry. But if you have any dilemmas, or if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, let me know. Let me know, because yeah, you'll see why. Just let me know. Bye guys.